or how a rainy sky meets a rainbow with the sun. Well, we can show you ways to find the answers for yourself, using stuff right from your shelf.
And with remote control,
You control the action.
stop and go.
Having fun with my first
Step-by-step activity videos.
Welcome to my first magic video. In this video, we'll show you how to make and perform 11 tricks. You'll even learn what to say. Now watch carefully. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to our magic show. To help with the magic, let's use a magic wand. Watch carefully. Wow! Wouldn't you like to do this trick for your friends? Do you like this tie? I think it should be brighter. Watch as spots appear before your eyes. At the start of each project, we'll show you all the materials you need. Make a list of all these things so you can gather them together before you start. Use the pause button on your video recorder to give you time to write everything down. Put on an apron before you start to make anything. Safety is very important. Be very careful with scissors and sharp knives, and when you have finished, clean up any mess. Every magician must have a top hat, so let's make one and learn a good first trick using only a silk scarf and some magic, of course. You'll need a piece of thin black cardboard, scissors, glue, a pencil and a ruler, gold ribbon, and a silk scarf for the trick. Let's go to the My First studio. First, ask someone to help wrap the cardboard around your head to measure the size of your hat. Mark with a pencil and cut a straight edge. Glue along one edge and roll it into a tube shape. Next, draw around the tube on another piece of cardboard. This will be the brim. Draw another circle about 1 inch bigger and one about 1/2 inch smaller than the size of the tube, and cut out the brim. Cut notches on the inside of the circle so that you can bend up the cardboard to glue it onto the tube. Place the tube on the brim and press all the notches so they stick. Now the hat needs a top. Place a piece of cardboard on the table, draw around the tube again, then draw a circle about 1/2 inch larger, notch, and fold. Glue around the inside of the hat and attach the top. For the finishing touch, take a length of gold ribbon and wrap it around the base of the hat. Now glue the ends in place. After the glue dries, try out your new magician's hat. Do you think a silk scarf can pass right through your neck without cutting your head off? Well, it can. This is a good trick to start your show and amaze your audience. The secret is to tuck the scarf into the front and sides of your shirt, like this. Don't put it behind your neck, but the audience thinks the scarf is behind your neck. Now hold the ends in your hands and pull forward. Here's a tip from the stars. Use a long, thin silk scarf. Silk is easily squashed. Flatten any bulges in your shirt to hide the scarf. Then pull your hands forward in one quick motion. All magicians need a magic wand. To make yours, you'll need a cardboard tube about 12 inches long, 2 gold buttons slightly bigger than the diameter of your cardboard tube, some shiny blue and gold paper, elastic thread, scissors, a pencil, glue, and a ruler, and some gold and silver stars. Cut a piece of paper big enough to go right around the tube. Spread glue all over the paper and wrap it around the tube. Make sure that the edge is well covered and stick it down firmly onto the tube. Next, cut out 2 strips of gold shiny paper, about 2 inches wide and long enough to roll around the wand. Glue one of these on each end. The paper must reach right to the end of the wand. You can make stars from the same gold as the ends and glue them on in a random pattern like this. This is the magic part. Thread the elastic down the wand and tie it to one of the buttons. Then tie it to the other button so that the elastic is tight enough to hold the buttons at the end of the wand. Make sure it's a good knot so it won't come off, and trim off the end of the thread. Hold the wand with the button between your thumb and first finger. Here's a tip from the stars. Slide your hand along the wand. Carefully pinch the button as you turn the wand over. Don't let the audience see the button. Reduce the pressure of your grip, and magic! Now for our next trick. A magic tie. To make this, you'll need black felt, about 18 inches by 12 inches, 4 inches of black nylon fabric fastener, yellow poster paint, a paintbrush, a jar of water, and a saucer, glue and black sticky tape, pencils, a ruler, and a pair of scissors, thick yellow and black paper, and a handful of small yellow paper circles. Draw a rectangle 11 inches by 1 1/2 inches onto thick black paper. Cut it out. Cut a curved shape at one end. Fold the black felt in half. Draw a 4-inch line across from the folded edge and a 14-inch line down, like this. Cut along these lines. It's very important that you use black, as otherwise your audience may see through your trick. Measure 2 1/2 inches across from the fold. Draw a diagonal line from there to one corner, like this. Cut along this line. At the wider end, draw 2 lines from a point halfway across the felt. Cut along it to make this V shape. Unfold the felt, put the paper in the middle, and draw around it. In this shape, use a white crayon or chalk to draw small circles in rows about 1 inch apart. Cut out the circles, put the paper back underneath the felt, and hold it in place. Then, using your white pencil or crayon, draw around the circles onto the paper. Take the paper off the felt and draw lines above and below each row of dots. Then paint yellow stripes across the paper where you have marked the holes. When the paint has dried, put the paper on the felt so that the stripes and holes don't line up. Fold the paper at the straight end to make a tab. Then cut slits in the felt to line up with the fold in the paper. Fold in the sides of the tie. Fix them together with black sticky tape. Make sure it has stuck well. Then trim the end. Glue the end of the tie and press it down firmly. Tape the top of the tie together, but make sure you leave the slit open. Push the paper into the tie through the slit, but leave the tab sticking out. Glue the fabric fastener to the tie and the tab, like this, and leave them to dry. To make the collar, you'll need yellow cardboard, 2.5 inches by 16 inches, enough to wrap around your neck. Fold the cardboard down the middle, and at about halfway along the collar, cut out a space for the tie. Cut a triangle of felt slightly larger than the gap you have just cut. Glue both sides of the felt and push it into the top of the tie. Press down well to make it stick. To attach the tie to the collar, glue inside the folded cardboard, like this. Make sure it sticks well. You don't want it to fall off during your performance. Finally, glue fabric fastener to both ends of the collar. To prepare for this trick, fill one of your pockets with yellow circles and put on the tie. When you flick the tab, the paper slides down and the spots appear. Magic! A hint from the stars. Fill a pocket with yellow dots. Show them to the audience to distract them. While you secretly flick up the fastener, throw the dots in the air and shake the tie. Magic! Now here's a trick with an empty paper cone and a silk handkerchief. First, let's fold the cone. Here's the silk. Tuck it into the magic cone. Abracadabra! And it's vanished! One ordinary clear cup. Would you like to examine the cup? And a silk. The silk is pushed into the cup. Don't take your eyes off the silk. Presto! The silk has vanished. Let's make another silk to replace the one that vanished. First, roll this empty piece of paper to make a tube. Another red silk. Push it into the tube. Let's push a yellow silk in as well. Abracadabra! What do red and yellow make? Orange! I know what you're thinking, but no, the tube is empty. This is called a conjurer's cone. With this, you'll be able to make silk handkerchiefs disappear. You'll need thick black paper and colored paper for decoration, scissors, glue, a pencil and a ruler, and a small silk handkerchief. Back to the My First team. Cut out 2 pieces of thick black paper, 8 inches square. Draw 3 lines on one piece of paper, from one corner to halfway along 2 sides, like this. Fold along one of the lines. This shape will make the secret pocket. Spread glue on the other piece of paper, but don't glue the area which matches the secret pocket. Stick the 2 pieces together. Leave the triangle bent up. Press down the rest to make sure it has stuck. Then glue along the edge of the remaining long side. and stick down the paper. Leave the short side open to make the pocket. Fold the cardboard to make the cone shape, like this. Fold in the pocket side first. Decorate the cone with strips of colored paper along the edges and circles on the inside. To do the trick, push the silk into the secret pocket. Make sure you do put it inside the pocket. The audience will think it's just in the cone. Open the cone. Look, the silk has vanished. A hint from the stars. Show the audience the open paper. Fold it into a cone shape, pocket side first. Take the silk and push it into the secret pocket. When you unfold the cone, hold the paper in the corner so no one can see the secret pocket. This is another vanishing silk trick. This time you put the silk in a clear plastic cup and cover the end. Under these impossible conditions, you make the silk vanish. You'll need a clear plastic cup, colored sticky tape, glue and scissors, sewing binding, 2 inches of nylon fabric fastener, 2 yards of 20-pound nylon fishing line, or you can buy Magician's invisible thread, and a silk handkerchief. First the pull, which pulls the silk up your sleeve. Measure the binding around your wrist and cut it to overlap by about 1 inch. Glue the fabric fastener to each end of the binding. Wrap the tape around the middle of the binding like this. Now take the fishing line, or Magician's invisible thread, and tie one end securely around the tape. This will hold the line in place on the wristband. Trim the loose end of the knot. Decorate the plastic cup with a colored sticky tape. This makes it look more magical. But make sure the audience will still be able to see inside the cup. To prepare for this trick, fasten the band to your wrist and wrap the line behind your shoulders. You may need some help when you first do this. The line needs to be taut, but just long enough to let your arm hang normally with your performance jacket on. If the line is too long, it won't pull the silk up your sleeve quickly enough. You might have to try a few times to get the right length. When it is right, tie the thread into a loop at the end. This will hold the silk. Hook the loop over your thumb. Now you're ready to try the trick. Hook the silk into the loop. Take the cup and push the silk into it. Throw the cup in the air, and as your arms go up, the line pulls the silk up your sleeve. Do it fast. A hint from the stars. Let the audience hold the cup to examine it. Then you can secretly slip your thumb out of the loop and push the silk into it. And now for the final silk trick. It's a good idea to do these silk tricks next to each other. You'll need a specially prepared tube. To make the tube, you'll need thick black paper, some colored paper for decoration, a piece of black ribbon 3 inches long, scissors, glue, a pencil and a ruler, and 3 small silk handkerchiefs, red, orange, and yellow. Cut out 2 pieces of black paper, 1 piece 8 1/4 inches square, and one 7 1/2 inches by 2 1/2 inches. Glue along the short side of the small black paper rectangle and roll it into a tube. Dab glue on each end of the small ribbon. Stick the glued ends firmly halfway inside the tube. In the trick, this will stop the red and yellow silks from coming out of this tube. Now you need to decorate the black paper. glue a whole piece of colored paper to it. Then add some zigzags, like this. Or of course you can make your own pattern. And trim off any loose ends. That's looking good. Next, glue the small tube to one corner of the large piece of paper. When the glue is dry, push the orange silk into this end of the secret tube. It'll be held in place by the ribbon. Then roll up the paper into a large tube. To perform, push the red and yellow silks into the tube and blow. A hint from the stars. Whenever you show the unrolled tube to the audience, keep one hand over the secret inner tube. Have you met Zach? Zach is a magic spider. He's in the matchbox. You don't believe me? Watch carefully. Zach, turn over and make the box dance. Where are you, Zach? Aha! There you are. A genie is very special. Make a wish and you'll see what I mean. Watch closely and wish for something magical. Look, the genie has heard your wish. Let's hope it comes true. Would you like to examine the bottle? In this next trick, we explore the magic of space. This box is completely empty. This space appears to be empty, but are you sure? Abracadabra! Presto! Once you have mastered this trick, you will be able to make a matchbox come alive without touching it. To make the magic matchbox, you'll need a matchbox, colored paper, pipe cleaners, a needle, invisible thread, and a safety pin, a pencil, ruler, and scissors. Cut out and glue some colored paper to the matchbox. Glue a piece of colored paper in the tray. Decorate the box with another color. Choose your own pattern. But make the images at each end different. This will help you find the end which has the thread through it when you do the trick. Cut about 16 inches of invisible thread or fishing line and ask an adult to thread it through the outer box, top and bottom. Tie a knot so the thread can't pull through and trim the end. Tie a safety pin to the other end. Not too tight. You may have to adjust the length of the thread later. Trim the loose end. And slide the tray into the box from the thread end. Now you can make the spider. For its legs, cut a pipe cleaner into 4 pieces. Wrap another pipe cleaner around the legs to make the body. Slide the tray out of the box. Put the spider in the tray. And push them back in the box. Put the box in your pocket. And pin the thread to your trousers. Now check the length of the thread. And to perform, take the box from your pocket, put it in your hand, with the thread running under your forearm and between your fingers. As you slowly move your hand, the box will move. A hint from the stars. Start with the thread end of the box away from your fingers. Stretch your arm out and the box will move forward. Turn the box over, stretch, and the box will jump. Turn again, and presto, the box opens. In this trick, a genie rises into the air. This is called a levitation trick. It's similar to a magician levitating a person. To make your genie, you'll need white cardboard and colored paper, a clear plastic bottle, poster paints, a paintbrush, a saucer, and a jar of water, a needle and invisible thread, a pencil, ruler, and felt pens, glue, clear and colored sticky tape, scissors and a craft knife, 2 beads, a piece of pipe cleaner, and a safety pin. Ask an adult to cut the top off a plastic bottle. Paint the base and decorate the top and bottom with sticky tape. Cut out a piece of paper to go halfway around the bottle. Draw different colored stripes on the paper. These will stop the thread from showing when you do the trick. Then put the paper in the bottle, like this. Now we need the genie. Draw and paint a genie on white cardboard. Cut him out and glue 2 beads on for his eyes. Cut and bend a piece of pipe cleaner for his mustache. And glue that on. There, your very own genie. Cut a length of invisible thread about 14 inches long and attach it to the back of the genie with clear sticky tape. Use 2 pieces to make sure it won't come off. Before your performance, tape the free end of the thread to your chest, but make sure it will be hidden by your jacket. And put the genie in your pocket. And to perform, take the genie and put it in the bottle. Gently move your arms away from you, and the genie rises. A hint from the stars. Hook the thread over your thumb as you place your hand over the bottle. This helps the thread slide easily. Slowly move your hands away from you. This will tighten the thread and make the genie levitate. At the end of the trick, let the genie fall into your hand. Then put the genie back in your pocket and pass the bottle to the audience to examine it. In this classic trick, you will produce a rabbit out of thin air with this magic box. There are 3 parts, and to make them, you will need 2 cardboard boxes, colored paper and cardboard, poster paints, a brush and water, glue, a pencil, and a ruler, scissors and a craft knife, and a toy rabbit. And now to the My First Studio. First, take the large cardboard box. This will form the outer box in the trick. Cut down 1 corner and flatten the box. Then cut off the flaps. On one side of the large box, draw a rectangle that is smaller than the small box. Draw diagonal lines across it. Ask an adult to cut out long diagonal strips from the pattern you have drawn. Paint the outside of the box green and the inside of the box black. When the paint is dry, glue the box back together. Now for the small box. Cut off the top and bottom. And paint the whole box black, inside and out, and let it dry. To make the inner tube, place the colored cardboard inside the large box. It should fit snugly within the box. Measure the width and height. Cut the cardboard to size. Glue it down one edge and curl it into a tube. Decorate it with paper shapes. When everything is dry, you can prepare for the trick. Set up the 3 parts of the box. Place the rabbit inside. You could use a bunch of flowers instead, or anything that fits into the inner box. Now for the trick. Hold up the cylinder and show that it's empty. Because the inner box is black, the green box looks empty through the holes. Replace the cylinder and lift the outer box. Again, show that it's empty. You could put your hand through to prove it. Put the box back and look inside, and quickly produce the rabbit. A hint from the stars. When you perform this trick, put the box on a high table so the audience can't see down into the boxes. You must use matte black paint so the audience can't see the inner box. In this trick, this solid ring will pass through a rope. See both ends of the rope stay on the table as the magic happens. You don't believe me? There! That's magic. Now for the finale. As you can see, the box is completely empty. But with some magic passes, let's see what we can make. The magic has started. The box is now full of ribbon. It's empty again. But wait! Abracadabra! Who'd like a piece of candy? I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Oh, no. Thank you! Can you make a solid ring pass right through a length of rope? Sounds impossible, but you will when you've learned a special knot and a clever move. To make this, you'll need a 2-foot square of cloth, about 2 yards of soft rope, a cardboard ring from the inside of a sticky tape roll and some gift ribbon, a saucer, a brush, glue, glitter, and scissors. Over to the My First Studio. Glue a small section of the ring. Wrap the gift ribbon around the glued section. Keep wrapping it until the ring is covered. Mix some glitter with glue and paint this onto the cloth in a magical-looking pattern. When the glue is dry, shake off the excess glitter. Now that you've made it, you need to learn the magic. Lay the rope on a table. Place the ring in the middle, then ask 2 spectators to hold the ends of the rope. Cover the rope with the cloth. We're showing what you do underneath the cloth. Pull some rope through the ring. Tuck it under the rope. Then push the pulled section of rope back through the loop. Pull it tight to make a knot. Take hold of the rope through the ring, so that when you take off the cloth, you can pull the rope through the ring without the audience noticing. Now, pull both ends of the rope to undo the knot. The ring will pass through the rope, like this. Magic! Practice the knot. And pulling the rope through the ring, so that it looks as though you're just picking up the rope. This magic box is a good finale for your performance. It looks empty, but you will produce a dazzling fountain of ribbon and handfuls of candy. To make the box, you'll need colored cardboard, a ruler and pencil, glue, a craft knife and scissors, 2 beads, about 10 yards of colored ribbon, tissue paper, wrapped candy, and a mirror about 8 inches by 6 inches. And now, back to the studio. Draw a box plan on some cardboard. You'll need 6 squares with sides of 6 inches. You'll need flaps on 3 squares. Then cut it out. Draw doors on 2 of the squares. Ask an adult to cut them using a craft knife. Score the bottom edge and fold the doors so that they open. Score the edges of the squares and the flaps with a knife or scissors. Fold the cardboard along the scored edges so it will make a box. Decorate the inside of the box with striped paper. The diagonals must be like this to hide the mirror during the trick. When all the stripes are dry, trim the ends and ask an adult to trim around the doors with a craft knife. Leaving the lid open, glue the rest of the box along the flaps. Fit the mirror inside diagonally, like this. If the edges of the mirror are sharp, ask an adult to cover them with a strip of clear sticky tape. Glue a bead onto each door to make the handles. You will need strong glue to make the beads stick. To prepare the box, lay some tissue paper on top of the mirror. Then put in a good handful of candies. Take the ribbon and fold it into the box. Close the lid and doors, and you're ready. Open the side door and show them the empty box. Close the door, open the top door, and pull out the ribbon. If you hold the box up, the ribbon will cascade down. Show the audience that the box is still empty. Then reach into the box again and throw the candies to the audience. A hint from the stars. Put the tissue paper on top of the mirror to stop the candies from rattling on it, and fold the ribbon like this so it will tumble down quickly. Don't give the trick away by showing too much of the inside of the box. Tilt the box down so the audience can't see the mirror. And now a hint from the stars. For your first magic show, you'll need to plan and rehearse. Make a list of props you'll need and have them ready on a table. Have a simple stage with dark curtains or backdrop to help hide the threads. The table in front of you should be set up to make it easy to reach your props. Dress up and make sure you're wearing all you need. Enjoy your performance. Don't worry if things go wrong sometimes. If you are enjoying it, so will your audience. Have fun, keep practicing, and good luck. I'm sure you'll get rave reviews from your audience.
Did you ever wonder how fingerprinting's done? How a pizza's made, or how a rainy sky meets a rainbow with the sun? Well, we can show you ways to find the answers for yourself, using stuff right from your shell.
And with remote control,
You control the action,
stop and go.
having fun with my